Not like any other kid.
Nice, Mom.
I meant that in the nicest possible way.
Yeah, Alexis, thanks for meeting me. What's going on, Molly?
That's what we want to know.
Well, I need some advice. I thought your mom might be able to help.
Sure. Does it have anything to do with you moving?
Moving? So when was anyone going to tell me?
Give me some love and I'll leave town without a trace.
Why is this taking so long?
The jackal dropped a pebble into the shimmering pool of FOS.
Okay, so what's happening?
Well, it begins as a small ripple, barely noticeable, but then the ripples grow, they multiply.
Oh. What does that mean?
Well, there's been a fire at the studio space belonging to the artist known as Franco.
They find a body?
Police have indeed recovered the charred remains of a body from the Demented One's studio space.
And they confirmed it's Franco's.
Yeah, evidently.
Okay. How did the fire start?
Authorities blame the blaze on the careless disposal of turpentine, which, as you may or may not know, is highly flammable. The studio space burned to the ground along with its deranged occupant.
It's good.
So the jackal can only assume that his information regarding Franco's whereabouts proved timely and accurate?
And I appreciate you finding it for me, I do.
Well, of course, with all that you and First Samantha have done for me, bringing me into your home, I'm happy to help bring an end to the reign of terror. It is over, isn't it? I mean, Franco's demonic presence will no longer cast an oppressive shadow on all of us.
Congratulations.
Ancient, the bond to the creator.
I'm just honored to have been allowed to be part of the team. We're gonna be together.
Dr. Lee.
These just came in.
Photos of us?
Yeah, the woman behind the man feature. It turned out way better than I could have hoped. I can't tell which one of us is hotter.
I'm gonna go with you.
I'm not so sure about that. Career in modeling.
You mean when he's not performing craniotomies or developing treatment for cancer?
Okay, Elizabeth, I will have you know modeling is very difficult, okay? Because you have to stand and you have to smile all at the same time, right? Very difficult. I almost passed out.
Oh, it's good that Maxie was there to catch you.
Kate took one look at these proofs and decided that we're going to lead the feature.
Kate, your boss?
Kate, one of the leading fashion editors in the world. She said that she's never seen chemistry like this before in a photo shoot.
She said that?
Of course she did. Everybody can tell that we have chemistry.
Speaking of chemistry, I have something to show you.
Excuse me. We're having a very important moment here.
Well, this is a very important moment for Matt.
What's that?
The medical research review. Only one of the most prestigious medical journals in the country.
It's my paper.
5 years of hard work, and here it is.
My gosh, this is amazing. Thank you for bringing this to me. This is
thanks.
awesome.
That was so sweet of you. Let me see it, baby.
No goodbye visit? Nothing?
I thought Sean worked for you.
Oh, she fired me.
Why? Okay, long story. Really? You're just going to leave?
Look, I made plans to go, but something's come up. Something that's made it a lot harder to leave.
Never been called something before.
Like I told you, I'll talk to you in a few minutes. I need to work some things out.
I bet you do.
Who is this?
I'm TJ. So you friends of his, or maybe you're here to help him get rid of me?
White wine, Sauvignon Blanc, if you have it. Thank you.
the reason you're drinking?
Would you follow me?
Well, you left so quickly. I just wanted to see where you were
I
going.
told you I needed some time, Sonny.
I was worried about you.
You're worried about me? You're the one that got shot.
Can we not? I told you it's not a big deal.
Tell me one more freaking time it's not a big deal and that it's fine. I'm going to throw my wine in your damn face.
At least it's white wine, so that way it wouldn't stain as...
You want to know why I didn't meet you at the street corner, Sonny? Why I didn't run off with you? This is why. Because right here, right now, my stomach isn't freaking nuts because of you. And I don't want to do this anymore.
You breaking up with me?
You know, I want to be this person.
Are you breaking up?
I don't want to be this person, Sonny. I don't want to be this crazy person who spends all of her time and energy worried about you. I don't know if one day you're going to be all right, the next day I'm going to find you lying in a casket.
I'm sorry.
I
scared you.
You scared me? You're not sorry enough to change, are you?
Is that what you're asking?
I'm not asking for anything. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I was thinking, getting involved with you.
You know what? I'm going to do what I can to keep you safe. But that's all I can
This isn't
give
about
you
me, you
right
freaking
now.
idiot. This is about you.
Hey.
Can't do this anymore.
What? What do you mean?
I can't be the gangster's girlfriend, right? I am not gonna sit there and watch you die.
I must admit, I assumed the news of Franco's demise would cause more relief in you, Franco.
Just glad he's dead.
Yeah, but knowing that you and Fair Samantha are free from your tormentor, I kind of hope for a high five or a fist bumper.
It means a lot to me what you did. It does.
And of course, you know that if I can be of any further service...
Spinelli, I need you. I'll come back.
No, we're finished.
Well, if there's anything I can do...
I know. Thank you.
So, okay, this is normally something I would do on my own, but I know what you're capable of, and I need every advantage here. I just need some information.
Yeah, I know why you're here. I didn't even know that the article was out yet.
I asked them to send me an early copy. It's hot off the presses.
Oh, how old are these presses? I mean, look at the cheesy cardstock it's printed on.
It's a journal.
Whatever, haven't they ever heard of glossy pages?
I think you're missing the point.
Oh, actually, I'm not missing anything. This is a great accomplishment that deserves to be published in an A-list publication. I mean, the layout, the feel of the pages, you know, the layout is just as important as the message.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what journals look like.
That's why nobody reads them. I mean, Crimson's going to reach way more people.
Well, the journal will reach the people that matter.
Oh, really? Because, actually, I see General Hospital board members reading Crimson all the time. You know, our readership is very educated and upscale, and they have lots of money for clothes, luxury items, maybe even funding medical
But do you
research.
really think that the Crimson readers care about the research?
Well, first I think they're going to see the photo spread and see how hot you are, but then they're going to read the article and see that you were kicking some serious cancer ass.
So, what did you tell the interviewer?
Oh, I got really nervous. I mean, I know all about Matt's research, but I don't know, all the sciencey words just kind of flew right out of my brain.
Well, maybe because they were never there to begin with.
Oh, actually, I can tell you everything that Matt's research is all about.
Great. We'd love to hear it.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
Yeah, of course. TJ, Asher, these are my friends. Carly Jacks, Alexis Davis, and her daughter, Molly.
Hi.
Hey.
And TJ is?
He's the son of a fellow Marine.
Sergeant Butler and my dad served together in Afghanistan.
Does TJ stand for Tommy Jr.?
How did you know that?
Sean's mentioned you.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be staying with me for a while.
Oh, cool. What grade are you in?
Freshman.
Me too. So you'll be going to PC High?
We haven't really discussed
Is that where you go?
Yeah, I could totally show you around. Let you know all the best teachers.
She's a really good student, so that would be great. And I happen to know the principal, Vicki Weldon, so I can make a call.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
Listen, why don't you buy TJ some cheese fries, a drink or something?
Cheese fries, huh?
No, they're not exactly high tea, but they're so good.
I'll go give Vicki a call. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
So,
I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
yeah, the first one is, if TJ didn't come to town, would you have really left without saying goodbye?
Can I sit down?
Suit yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm just a little worried that I'm going to be wearing that glass of wine.
You think this is funny?
Do you see me laughing?
You got shot, Sonny.
Yes.
Yes. It hurts, doesn't it?
Nope.
You're not going to die from it now, are you?
Okay, here's the thing. You read about people getting hurt all the time in the papers, right? Some guy trims his hedge and all of a sudden he stabs himself with the clipper.
Are we comparing this to a domestic accident? Is that what you're doing here? Why don't you tell me next that you could hurt yourself worse in the kitchen?
Well, that is supposed to be the most dangerous room in the house. Well, no, it's the bathroom.
You know what? There you go again.
What?
You're deflecting. You're trying to tease me into not feeling what I have every damn right to feel.
What do you feel?
I feel angry.
Uh-huh.
I am hurt.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused.
Uh-huh.
And I feel a little guilty.
Okay, let's go to the guilt. Why would you feel guilty
Because
that I got
we
you?
wouldn't be in this position if I didn't try to play the savior.
Is that what you did?
Well, blame a little bit on Olivia. She came to my office and basically demanded that I help you.
Since when do you listen to what she says? Or take orders from her?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But you know what? You know what I forgot?
What?
I'm not equipped to deal with your life. I don't have the capabilities to. I never had them.
You did what nobody else could, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it anymore, Sonny.
Okay, so how do we fix it?
We can't fix it. What are my choices? I accept you for how you are, or we move on. I leave. I walk away.
Nobody's walking away.
But that's where my guilt comes in. Exactly. Because I set you up. I led you to believe that we can make this work again. And now I don't think I can do it.
Hey, you know how late it is?
I don't want to leave. Between last night and this morning, you were, wow, more passionate than usual. That's saying something.
That way you seem so relaxed.
That's one word for it.
Sometimes it just seems like you're lugging this whole heavy weight around with you all the time. And I get it. What you do all day long when you're making life and death decisions at work.
Try not to bring it home with me.
Yeah, but how could you not?
Well, come on, look what I have waiting for me when I'm home from the hospital.
I'm thinking.
Yeah?
This thing that we got going, it's good.
I'm so sorry.
No. Don't ever apologize about saving lives. You go. If you've got to go, you go. Go.
I'm not going to be able to have time to go stop by the house. I'm going to have to wear what I wore yesterday.
You know, you might want to think about just leaving a set of clothes here for emergencies like this.
Speaking of emergencies, I better call a cab. My car's in the shop, remember?
No, I can drop you.
No. You don't have to do that.
Don't be silly. It's the least I can do after last night. This morning.
What were you going to say before my pager went off?
Oh, you know what? It's okay. We can talk about that later.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't have left without seeing Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
And her mother.
You staying as a TJ now?
Oh, yeah.
And the whole you and I thing, and, you know. Don't forget I asked. Forget I said a word. We talked about it.
Look, I wish we're different.
Is what it is. So what are you going to do?
Well, now I'm responsible for a 14-year-old teenager with a huge chip on his shoulder.
I know it has to be a struggle for you.
And because I'm the man who killed TJ's father.
I'm just surprised he came looking for you.
Look, what matters is that TJ's hurting, and I don't know how to deal with it.
All right, so I talked to Vicky, and she said, fine, just...
Alexis Davis?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Ewan Keenan.
Oh,
May
hi.
I have a moment?
Can you give me 1 sec? I'm just finishing up something.
I apologize. This shouldn't take long.
I'll be right back. Step over here.
I think helping TJ is a good thing for you. I do. And if you need any help or anything, call me.
What can I do for you?
I understand you're in control of the estate on the Spoon Island, Windermere.
Whoever's in control of the gothic hellhole that is not fit for a human being. What about it?
I'd like to rent the place.
How in the vet?
What bet?
I bet myself that I wouldn't need to call you because you would be home soon, and here you are.
Something happened?
Kinda. I was taking a nap, and I wound up having a nightmare. You know, the kind where you can't wake up from.
And can you remember it?
I was trying to. Not really. It's kind of all jumbled up. It was some of those ones where you're fighting to get out, and you can't, and I was trying to break free, and then I don't know, I guess I heard a noise or something, and it just woke me up, thankfully.
Well, the nightmare should fade.
No. I just hate feeling like this, all scared and weak.
No, you're not weak. And you don't have to be scared anymore.
I wish I could just stay like this, holding you close to you.
That's all you need to do. Just hold on.
We've got to talk about what's going on. We've got to decide what to do with this baby.
And now that my phone is turned off...
Are you sure you want to do this?
Please, I mean, I love talking about your research. I mean, all day long, people are like, Maxie, enough with the cancer research talk. We get it. Your boyfriend's a genius.
Okay, so what did you say?
Okay, here we go. Cancer is like that girl at the frat party that just, hangs around all the time and nobody wants to be with her, but she just hangs around long enough until she finally finds somebody to latch onto, and then she takes over his life. She won't go away. She moves into his apartment and she eats all the stuff in his fridge.
Is this how they taught you at medical school?
I haven't gotten to the best part yet. Then Matt here found these things that block the genes, or the cell things, or...
Rapamycin receptors.
Like I was about to say, the rapamycin receptors.
Receptors.
Well, the point is, once this hits the stands, Matt is going to be famous, and I plan on framing our photo spread in our place.
Our? What do you mean, as in the two of you?
I'm sorry, but when did our living situation become a concern of yours?
Well, aren't you the same girl who accused me of being afraid to live alone?
FYI, I have a reason for being afraid. I happen to have a stalker.
There's a guy in a hat that's been following.
It's a fedora, and actually I saw him again.
And have you seen him?
He wasn't there when I looked.
Oh, funny how that happens.
Oh, funny how I don't care if you believe me or not.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your article in the journal. I'm very proud of you.
Think anyone will notice I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday?
Who's getting care?
Maggie?
Steve? Olivia?
His car was in the shop, so I figured I'd give him a lift.
That was thoughtful.
Yeah, I'm good like that.
Thanks for dropping what you were doing to come in. I've got this new patient and I could really use some input.
So, you're the emergency.
Can we back this up? It should start with an apology. I handled this whole shooting wrong.
You did, and thank you. But that's beside the point.
Can I finish? Can I explain myself?
No.
What?
Because I don't want to know the mob politics that led to you being shot.
I should have called you when it happened. Next time, I will.
But you didn't think about it.
Do you know why? Because I was afraid that this was going to happen, that you would panic and bolt out of my life.
Sonny, that is a perfect example of why maybe you and I are just not compatible.
Oh, come on. I'm going to be honest from now on. If I get in any kind of trouble, I'm going to let you know, and you'll never be blindsided.
I know you're going to try, Sonny, but I know how you think. You diminish everything. You dismiss all damage because you want to get what you want, and for the moment, I'm what you want.
Not just a moment.
And you know what? Next time, I don't even want to know the next time someone tries to kill you. I'm going to have enough nightmares as it is.
What if I promise to stay very close to you and chase the nightmares away?
You're doing it again. Do you get it? You do this every time, Sonny. Every single time you try to charm your way in. And you get me under your spell, and it works for a while. It works. Sonny. It's not going to last forever.
All right? And I'm as much to blame as you.
I agree with that.
I care very much about you. And I love being with you.
Feelings mutual, right?
Sonny, I have my priorities in my life. All right? I've worked very hard for my reputation. I run a magazine.
Have I ever gotten in the way of your work?
No, you haven't. But you might someday, Sonny. Someday you might need me, and I'm not going to be there. I can't make you the center of my life.
I'm not asking you to.
I don't even know how to talk to the kid.
His father's death was an accident. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well, tell that to a teenager who ran away from home.
Well, I could try and pull some strings at Morgan's boarding school.
No, send him away seems like the wrong thing to do.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like the boarding school type.
No, I don't know what type he is. I really don't know much about him.
You're lucky to be staying with Sean. He's a great guy. He helped me through a really hard time.
What happened? You didn't make the cheerleading squad?
Really? Actually, he opened up to me. I know some of what he was going through in Afghanistan. I guess your dad was going through the same stuff. I know Sean's really hurting.
I really don't care about him hurting.
No offense, Dr. Keenan. Yes. You're a psychiatrist? Do you want to explain to me why moving into Windermere isn't insane?
I have a patient with unusual needs.
Okay.
She seems to be drawn to Windermere.
Do you know something about Cassandra, about her past?
Nivius one is an enigma.
You suggested she might have done something.
No, I only implied that she might have committed some questionable act.
Wait, you're hoping to clear me out of the way, to clear the path for yourself?
Look, the Jackal has no dog in this fight. I'm merely attracted to the mystery. The riddle of a woman whose history escapes even my own network. The puzzle is fascinating.
Well, she's a woman who's truly alone in the world. I want to help her.
Yeah, but what if our research pushes her further into the darkness?
I won't let that happen.
This woman could have painful secrets for all we know. A husband or a lover that runs to reclaim her.
Yeah, I get it. I just need to know.
This baby could be Franco's. I wish I never had that procedure.
Sam, don't say that. You wanted a baby.
No, Jason, I want your baby. How could I live with that? How could I carry that child? How could I love that child?
Are you saying you want to end the pregnancy?
Aren't you going to say something?
Paper cut?
No, you let Elizabeth stand there and make me look bad.
She was just trying to see if you understood the research.
And I do.
Come on, really?
What? So sorry that I can't pronounce some words that some lab geeks say.
Some lab geek like me?
No, you know what I'm saying.
Maxie, you can't pronounce the words because you don't care about the article or the research.
Not true.
You care about Crimson's fashion and the crisis of the day.
No, the guy who's following me is more than just the crisis of the day.
What, because he has a bad fedora?
No, he's real. I'm not making it up. Look, he's right there.
Maxie.
No, come on, Matt. He's right there. Turn. Look. Okay, he was right there. Come on. You just follow me.
Where? I don't see him. I don't have time for this. I don't.
You mean you don't believe me?
Why would a guy in a bad fedora be stalking you outside of your apartment and then follow you to a hospital, one of the most public places on Earth? Why would he do that?
Well, sometimes you put something into motion that you never meant to put into motion, and then before you know it, it's moving so fast that you can't possibly stop it. And then you invite someone in who's scary and dangerous, and he's someone that you would never rescue if he was drowning, if you knew what kind of mess he was going to get you into. And
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't need to. Just move in with me, Matt, okay? I really need you to be there for me.
If you are so concerned about this guy, why don't you go talk to your father, the police commissioner?
I can't know about this.
Well, there you go.
Fine. I'll go find someone who does care, and here's your medical research.
The emergency is a 7.5-year-old girl who's in a school bus accident.
Oh,
my God.
What are her injuries?
She's burned over 20% of her bodies, and there may be complications that go beyond standard treatment protocol. Steve, do you think it would help her?
I could use a new set of eyes.
You got him.
Go save that little girl. One, two, three, four.
How high do you have to get before I can ask you what's going on without you punching me?
6. I choose to believe that people are basically decent. 7.
Well, decent can be open to interpretation.
10. I choose to believe that Steve's ex-girlfriend would not use an injured child to get closer to him. Where's Tommy's mother?
She couldn't handle him anymore, you know. He was starting fights at school, stand out half the night, get in trouble with the cops.
Was he ever reverend?
Well, the locals know his story, so they were cutting him a break. Sounds like he was running out of chances. One more run-in with the law, they were going to ship him off to juvie.
And he's lucky to have you. You were going to be a positive male role model for him.
I don't know how positive I am, considering what I do for work.
Remember when we went back to Bensonhurst? Right? When Mrs. Lucchese was getting on our case, well, most of my case?
Yeah, she was way out of line.
Yeah, well, she did. Some things she said were true. I'm a criminal, okay? But she said some very nice things about you and your magazine.
Who cares what she said that was nice about me? She was horrible to
Don't
me.
misunderstand me. I have no use for the Miss Lucchese's of the world. I don't care what she thinks or what anybody thinks, but the look on your face when she was telling you how proud your mother was of you was priceless.
Yeah. I miss my mama.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't very good to her. I wish I would have
Realized I didn't have to give up my whole family to get what I wanted.
We all have regrets, you know. We give up things that we didn't know had value. We can't get it back. We just can't dwell on them. Like me in the past, you know, always talking about it and getting you into it, saying I was stuck in the past.
No, you know, I did the same amount of looking back as you did.
The point is, I am proud of who you are now. I am proud of what you've done with your life. And I would never ask you to compromise yourself or, you know, sacrifice your career for me, you know? I just want to be able to find a place like a place in the middle, a little space, you know?
I mean, I don't know, Sonny, it's not really practical. What if you want more than that? What if I need more?
What do you want to do? You want to go back to the way it was with the neighborhood? You want to wave at each other like we're not there and then not step over the fence because, you know, we might see each other and not want to say things to each other?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You didn't step over the property line so you didn't have to talk to me?
Well, what if I did? I mean, I did. Well, hold on. The reason I did that is because I didn't know what to say. I was afraid. I didn't know that you wanted to hear from me.
Afraid? No, you were too busy with all the other loves in your life. Talk to me.
Well, things were unresolved, and you know what? I don't like that feeling that what if, wondering what could have been. I don't want to go. You want to go back to that? I don't want to go back to that.
Sonny, you did fine without me for a very long time.
It was always unresolved between us. I didn't like that feeling. Like, what if, wondering, I don't want to go back to that. You want to go back to that?
You know what I don't want, Sonny? I don't ever want to bandage one of your wounds again. I don't ever want to pretend that you getting shot is no big deal. I don't ever want to become a target again.
Well, at least I should be grateful that you're saying it to my face and not in some corner somewhere.
You are really hard to break up with. You know that?
Don't!
Sonny, I don't know. I don't know how much more I can handle. I don't know if it's worth you and I trying to survive this.
I'm just asking you to take a chance, okay? Because you wouldn't have gotten out of Bensonhurst if you didn't take a chance. I just want we can find a place in the middle, a space.
In the middle?
Yes.
I don't know. I need some time to think about it, all right? Can you give me that?
I'll give you time to think, yeah. Maybe we'll do it again sometime, you know? Have a drink, whatever. Oh, okay. I'll go with it.
What I'm saying is, I mean, I don't want Franco's baby. I don't know what to do.
You don't have to make up your mind today.
I know, but I keep trying to focus on the good, you know, on us and on our marriage, but I can feel my body changing. I can feel this baby changing me, Jason.
Just stop thinking about Franco for a second, because it might be mine.
I know that. But that's not how I feel right now. I just feel like all of this hate and bitterness and anger inside of me, and I know I'm putting it onto this child.
I don't believe that.
What if this baby, when it's born, looks like him, Jason? And I could end this all right now. I could do that, but I mean, what if it is your baby?
I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
I can't live this way.
I love you. And whatever you decide, I'm going to be with you.
Tell you something. Worth living, just so you know.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Olivia. Oh, I'm glad you're still here.
Hey, how's the little girl?
Hey, it's going to be a long haul for her. Maggie and I are going to explore some options.
Yeah.
Maybe a while.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get back to the hotel anyway, so I'll see you later.
Hey, thanks for the ride.
My pleasure. Do it again soon. See?
Count on it.
23, 24.
This was beyond cool of you.
Oh, please, all I did was get you the journal.
I did a hell of a lot more than that. 5 years. 5 years I went without telling anyone what I was working on.
Well, then I am honored to say I was your first.
Wait, you are my biggest supporter. What can I say?
Maxie has other interests.
Maxie cannot even pretend to care about what I'm working on. And she wants me to just pick up and move in with her. Sometimes I really wonder what's going on in her head.
Oh, well, I couldn't begin to guess.
Oh, really? That's how you spend your time now, staring at pictures of Snowflake?
I prefer to call her the hideous one.
Well, you have your names for her, and I have mine.
Do I owe the pleasure of Aunt Lisa's visit?
I've reconsidered.
Kindly elaborate?
Well, unless you're too wrapped up in Woman Who Wears White way after Labor Day, I want you to be my roommate.
She's a special case.
And your job is to make her less special, and what's the clinical word for normal?
What's normal?
Don't look at me.
Would it be normal if I climbed up on the table and started barking like a dog?
Now, that would be really weird.
But for a paralyzed introvert, it would be considered as a life-affirming breakthrough. My goal as a therapist is to guide my patients to the complete expression of themselves.
It sounds like Windermere's the perfect place for you.
Then you'll rent the place to me.
Sure, why not? Just give me a couple days, I'll have a contract written up. Do you have a card, and then I can give you a call?
Thank you, Miss Davis. You don't know how much you're helping.
So, what's your story?
My story?
You know, what do you do?
I'm a kid. I go to school.
That's it?
Well, I mean, I read a lot, hang out at the library. We've got a really good one at school, and I have a card for the one at PCU. You should see their Russian literature section.
Can't wait.
Well, it's really helpful for school papers. You might need it. You've got a lot of work to catch up on.
Here's a little secret. There's no way I'm going to that school.
I'm going to show TJ there's a better path, and I need to find one myself.
I know you were insulted when I got you that teaching job.
I'm not insulted, just couldn't accept.
My mom's in Seattle. They're looking for someone to run this place.
Manage Kelly's.
I know it's not much, but...
Well, it doesn't have to be. Thanks, Carla.
Thank you. I'm not freaking out because, you know, I offered you a position or a job or...
I'm lucky to have you as a friend.
You know, you are.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm glad you're sticking around.
Okay, I just got off the phone with Kelly, and she said that there is a way for us to figure out who the father is, and that the test is very safe.
Yeah, they can do it this soon?
I will double check, but it sounded like they could. I need to know, Jason.
Yeah, let's do it so we know what we're facing.